Okay, friends, let us continue this paper. That is test number 4 for crash students. Look at question number 62. Which statement is correct for SN1 at chiral carbon? Alright, if it is chiral carbon, say SN1. Look at the reaction. What happens during SN1 mechanism? Say suppose it is CH3, this is H, this is C2H5 and this is Cl. It undergoes SN1 mechanism, means in the first step this Cl is removed as Cl negative, and what we get is a carbocation, which is this kind of carbocation. Now the incoming nucleophile, say suppose it is OH negative, alright, this is the nucleophile, entering nucleophile. So this OH negative has two options. Either it can attack from the same side. If it attacks from the same side, inversion will take, means retention will take place. This is called retention. This is called retention. So suppose this substrate, that is the reactant, was dextrorotatory, then this product, that is after retention, is also dextro. OH is added from the same side where this this is so OH is added from the same side where Cl was attached previously, so it remains dextro. All right, and the second possibility is OH can get added from the opposite side, then this is called inversion. All right, then this is called inversion. In that case we get inverted product. That means the product is now with the levo ability. This is levo rotatory. All right, so in fact we get racemic mixture. Theoretically we say racemic mixture, but practically inverted product is more than retented product, because here we have concentration of Cl negative, because Cl negative is continuously removing, so obviously there is a repulsion between Cl negative and OH negative. So normally it is the inverted product which is more. The reaction will involve racemization. This process is called racemization with the partial inversion. Alright, so this is the best option. Next question. Question number 63. This compound is treated with NBS. NBS is N-bromosuccinamide. Its function is specific. It gives free radical bromination. So look at the substrate. The substrate is having this thing, right? CH3. Okay. So in the mechanism, if you look at the mechanism, in the mechanism we get initially a free radical. That is allylic free radical. So this kind of allylic free radical is possible, and second is this kind of allylic free radical is possible. Alright, CH3 and this one, both are allylic, but this is tertiary, so this is much more stable. Alright, so means this is major in quantity, and finally bromine will get added like this. Alright, CH2 and Br like this. This is the product, and then it is treated with the tertiary butyl potassium tertiary butoxide. The function of this is Hoffman's elimination. Like during elimination, normally we get more branched alkene, that is called Saitsev product. But if you use this kind of highly branched base, if you use highly branched base for the removal of HX or HBr, the major product is you get this one, that is this HBr is removed, and finally we get this as a major product, double bond CH2. Alright, this is called Hoffman's elimination product. So this should be the correct answer. Second should be the correct answer. Picric acid is 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. Picric acid 2,4,6-trinitrophenol. This is picric acid. All right. Or this can also be called symmetrical trinitrophenol. Second option. Question number 65. A liquid was mixed with ethanol and a drop of concentrated H2SO4 was added. A compound with the fruity smell was formed. Fruity smell means it is aster, so it is esterification. That is CH3COOH plus C2H5OH will produce CH3COOC2H5. Aster production. That is fourth option. Question number 66. Acid hydrolysis of X yield two different organic compounds. Which one of the following is X? And acid hydrolysis of X produces two different organic. We should get two different products. So it should be for third option, like CH3 COOC2H5. If it is hydrolyzed C, it is we get one product C2H5OH and the other product is CH3COOH. Whereas others will produce only one product, like CH3CONH2 will produce acetic acid on hydrolysis. Acetic anhydride will also produce acetic acid on hydrolysis. Alright, and it is not hydrolyzed, acetic acid. 67. Look at question number 6-7. Among the following amines, it is C6H5NH2, aniline, methylamine and dimethylamine and trimethylamine. If it is methyl group, then the order, it is better to remember, it is 231. If it is methyl group, 231 means it is 2 degree, 3 degree, 1 degree and then aniline. Whereas if it is ethyl group, if it is methyl group, this is the order. Alright, if it is methyl group, this is the order. And if it is ethyl group, then it is 213. It is 213. 2 degree, 1 degree, 3 degree. It is better if you remember. Then aniline. Now look at, so correct answer is first option, 67. Look at question number 68. Alright. The major product of the following reaction. This reaction is from Gabriel phthalimide reaction. Gabriel phthalimide reaction, and we are having, this is this compound. This one is phthalimide. It is, when it is treated with KOH, we get potassium phthalimide. This is CONK, positive, negative. This is potassium phthalimide. And then on treatment with this compound, that is we are having Br bonded, directly bonded to phenyl group. So this cannot be broken. This bond is behaves as double bond due to resonance. And we have Cl attached to CH2. So this bond can be broken. So what happens if it is treated with Cl, CH2, and then we have this phenyl group and then Br. So this is KCl is removed and this gets attached like this. So the correct answer is first option. Alright. Question number 69. Which of the following compound, when heated at 483 Kelvin, turns to caramel? So those you must remember, it is sucrose. Alright. Look at question number 70. Which of the following is step growth polymer? So it is polyester, polytetrafluoroethene, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, polythene. These are all chain growth polymers. Alright. Now look at 71. Which of the following is a chain growth polymer? It is polystyrene. Alright. Starch, nucleic acid, protein, they are all condensation polymer or step growth polymers. Question number 72. Which among the following is not an antibiotic? So correct answer is oxytocin. It is a peptide hormone. Oxytocin is a peptide hormone. So you must remember. Alright.